Great. All right, so we'll come back to a seated or standing grounded position of some sort. And let's just raise both arms up to the sky, just taking a big stretch and reach, twirling the wrists around a couple times. And then we'll bring the arms back down. Okay. We'll close the eyes. Seeing if you can come into that belly breathing, that slow belly breathing. And then just bring your attention and your awareness to a part of your body that is either in contact with the chair or with the floor. And just feeling yourself getting grounded down through that area of your body, grounding down through the rest of your body. And then feeling the whole back side of you. So your whole back line, all the way from the back of your head, down the back of your neck, trying to sense that area between your shoulder blades, down your back. Can you feel the underside of your hips, the underside of your legs? Can you sense the bottom of your feet? While you set your intention for class today, we'll take one more inhale, one more exhale, and we'll open the eyes. Okay, good. Let's start with one of those stretches again. So taking the arms out to the side, up and overhead, looking overhead, twirling the wrists, taking some breaths into the lower part of your ribs, and then lowering the arms back down. One more like that, reaching the arms up, inhaling, twirling the wrists, and then lowering back down. Good, we'll lift the left arm, coming into a side bend, breathing into the open ribs, and exhale, center. Inhale, side bend, and exhale, center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good, one more. Inhale, and exhale. Wait, I think we start on the other side, so now let's do one more. Inhale, and exhale, back to the center. Good, so I'm gonna have you place either your hands or your elbows on your knees, whatever is more comfortable for you. And let's do some cat-cows here. So I'm gonna have you round the spine, tuck the tail under, dropping the head down. And then inhale, pulling the chest forward, lifting the tail. Exhale to tuck and curl. Inhale to lift and extend. Exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale to lift. And then can you start to move a little quicker? Round and lift. Round and lift. Couple more. Round, lift. Last one. And lift. And back to the center. You can leave your hands in that position. We'll take left hand, we'll reach it up to the sky. If you are able to drop your other hand down to the floor, then you can drop it down to the floor. Just taking a big reach up, inhaling, and then exhale back to the center. Inhale to reach up, and exhale center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach. And center. Good. Let's do 2 more. Reach. And center. Last one. Reach. And center. And sitting nice and tall. And then we're going to come right into backstroke. Seeing if you can come back to nasal breathing. If you're standing, feel free to do some backward steps. So maybe stepping 1 foot back and the other foot back. You can even drop down into a lunge if you want. Otherwise, finding that backstroke. And then coming back to the center. Good. Let's take one hand, we're going to reach it across the body in the opposite direction, really reaching like you're trying to grab something across you, and then grab it and pull it in. Switch sides, reach, 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 grab and pull it in. Yeah, same idea, finding that inhale to reach and exhale center. Inhale, reach and exhale center. Reach and center. Trying to open up the ribs as much as you can here. That's where I want your inhale to be. We'll do a couple more. And last one. And back to the center. Good. We're going to reach both arms up to the sky. And then we'll bring the arms down, tap the floor as low to the floor as you can. And then pretend like you're pushing the ceiling away from you, reaching, and then lean forward, tap the floor. Push the sky away, tap the floor. Good, push and tap. So seeing if you can do a slow push and reach up, and then a quick lean forward and tap. Slow to push away, quick to tap. There we go. Slow to push, quick to tap. Yeah, nice, everyone. Slow to push, quick to tap. If you ever get dizzy with these movements, especially with leaning forward, just slow it down, and that should help. Let's do one more. Slow to push and quick to tap. Good, and back to the center. Okay, we're gonna stack the arms, one arm in front of the other like a genie. You can also cross the arms in front of the chest if that's easier. You're gonna turn and rotate to your left, looking over your left shoulder, and then looking over the right shoulder. Looking over the left, and looking over the right. And trying to keep your head stacked on top of your spine. So try not to shift or lean in either direction. Just rotating around your center axes here. Let's do one more each way. And the last one. Good, and back to the center. Awesome. We're gonna take both arms, coming into big backward circles with both arms now. Seeing if we can start to increase that speed. Opening the arms behind you to pull that chest forward. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back to the center. Good. Let's do one more thing here. So we'll take right hand is going to tap the outside of the left knee, so just opposite hand to knee, and then you're going to reach that arm up into the right. Tap the outside of the knee, reach up into the right. Tap and reach, tap and reach. And then picking up the pace a little bit. Anytime we tap the opposite side of our body, it connects the two sides of our brain. It makes our brain happy and excited. So it's always good to get some cross touch in. One more. Good. Okay. Other side, tap the outside of the knee and then reach. Tap and reach up. Tap and reach. Exaggerating that reach. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And back to the center. Go and give the arms a shake. Give the legs a shake if you're standing. Let's just do one more thing with the wrists, actually. So arms are going to be out in front of you. Make a fist if you can. And you're going to point that fist down. And then you're going to lift the fingers up and spread like you're giving me the stop sign signal. Point the fist down. Pull the fingers up. Point the fist down. Pull the fingers up. And if it's hard for you to do these shapes with your fingers, just do that same movement with the wrist, pulling up and down. Just moving from the wrist joint. Try not to move the shoulders or the elbows. Last one. And then shake the hands out. All right. So we're going to start with some good old burpees today. And then we're going to do that same 12-minute circuit we've been doing this month. 4 exercises, 1 minute each. Make sure you all can see this here. 1 minute each, and then we'll go 3 times through. Okay, but we're going to start with burpees. We're going to do, I didn't write this down, but we're going to do 6 sets of 30 seconds, kind of like we did last week. But I want you to count. So for each set of 30 seconds, count how many burpees you get. If you can remember, just add on. So if you get 5 burpees the first round, and then you get 7 burpees the second round, that would be 12, and you just keep adding, okay? And then I'll have you share, if you'd like, I'll have you share how many burpees you do. Okay, so just as a reminder here, for seated athletes, leaning forward, tapping the floor or as close to the floor as you can, and then clapping overhead. Okay, and that counts as 1 and 2 and so on. Yeah. Standing athletes, you have a couple of options. You can either, if you're unable to get down to the floor, you'll tap the ground and clap overhead. If you are able to get down to the floor, you can step or hop the feet back. You can add in a push-up if you want, step or hop the feet back in, and then clap as you jump in the air. Okay, so again, just try to remember in total how many burpees you get for those 6 rounds of 30 seconds. You'll have about 10 to 15 seconds of rest in between, but we'll knock them out. Okay, so for the circuit, first exercise is going to be marching arms. So for seated athletes, arms are straight out in front of you, and you're just moving the arms as quick as you can, right, left, left. Okay, similar thing I say when we do these really big, fast arm movements is try to not let the body flop and rock everywhere. Try to keep the torso and the trunk really still. as the arms move around you. Standing athletes are going to be doing high knees. So you can either do a stepping high knee, tapping the opposite side, or you can do more of a jumping high knee, going back and forth. Grab my weights. Second one is going to be a figure 8. Okay, so grabbing, well, this will kind of vary person to person, but grabbing your heavier weight if you can, and you're going to be drawing a horizontal figure 8 or an infinity sign back and forth. So arms are straight out in front of you, and then just tracing the outline of a really big horizontal figure 8 in front of you. So let your trunk rotate. Yeah, that looks good. Standing athletes are doing the same thing, but you're going to drop down into a squat on each side of the figure 8. But same swooping movement with your arms. Okay, let me catch my breath. Third exercise. This is going to be a combo move. This is really more for your brain than anything else. So seated athletes, one arm is going to be doing a row while the other arm does a fly. And then you come back to the center. And then you switch. Other arm does a row, other arm does a fly, and back to the center. Row and fly, row and fly. Okay, but really just challenging your brain more, having to keep your form in both of these movements as you alternate back and forth. So air, if you don't know what, like, to be honest, I probably won't even use a weight for this one. Air on the lighter weight, because the fly is going to be harder than the row. So pick whatever weight feels comfortable when you do the fly, because that will be the harder of the two. Where am I? Yes, standing athletes, you can either do the standing version of that if you want more upper body, okay? Or you can do a side lunge, stepping and alternating one side and then the other side. Holding a weight or not for that one, up to you. Fourth exercise, grabbing the weights again, a bicep curl to overhead press. So we'll do palms facing in for this one, curling and then pressing overhead. I was gonna say something there and I forgot. And then standing athletes, you're just adding a squat in at the bottom of the movement. Press overhead and then squat down and so on. Okay, I think that's all of them. Feeling very out of breath today for some reason. Okay, so we have first exercise, marching arms or high knees. Second exercise, figure 8s with or without a squat. Third exercise, the row to fly combo or side lunges. And then fourth exercise, bicep curl to overhead press with or without a squat. Let's go no music for the burpees, and then we'll do music for that circuit. Okay, so you don't need any equipment. Let me get my stopwatch ready. No equipment needed. We're starting with the burpees. Remember to count how many you get for all of the 6 rounds we're doing. Remember, these are 30-second rounds. They're meant to be a sprint. So move as quickly as you can. And then we'll move right into that second circuit. Okay, are we ready? On your marks, get set, and go. Nice work, everyone. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, I'm just gonna give you like 10, 15 seconds here. Catch your breath. Okay, ready, go. You got 5 sets left. For seated athletes, if you're hinging forward from your chair, try to remember to bring your tail with you. So you're trying to keep that neutral pelvis and spine. 3, 2, 1, relax. Make sure you're still counting. Even if you don't share it, it's just kind of nice. A little competition with yourself. Okay, ready, go. 2 down, 4 to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You're halfway there. 3 down, 3 to go. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. Maybe trying to squeeze in 1 more rep each round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You got 2 to go. Okay, ready, go. Try to keep that pace for these last 2 sets. Three, 2, 1, relax. 1 more set. 1 more set. Okay, here we go, everyone. Last set. Ready, go. Got 10 seconds left. Squeeze a few more reps in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. Okay, just so you don't forget that number. Woo. Okay, quickly share what you got in the chat box if you're able to, or feel free to come off mute if that's easier for you too. Nice, Wendy with 45. Nice work, Wendy.
I got 60.
Nice, Sheila. Awesome.
I didn't count.
That's fair.
Full disclosure.
I didn't count either. Yes, nice, Bonnie. Increased each set, up 3 extra reps by the end. Awesome, nice work. Okay, feel free to keep sharing. If I miss you, I'll catch you at the end. Okay, let's move right into that 12-minute circuit. Let me reset this. So we're starting with marching arms. So no weight needed, unless you want to. Okay, and oh, thank you. Wow, I was like, is a phone ringing? No, it's a song. Okay. Marching arms. arms or high knees. On your marks, get set, and go.
Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Trying to keep the elbows straight for this one if you're able to. Makes it a little bit harder.
I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body.
3, 2, 1, and figure eights. Figure eights, with or without a squat.
I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. When we came and we let the story begin, we're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up the plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving, getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the
3,
shape of you.
2,
Push and pull like a
1,
magnet do.
row and fly. That row fly combo.
Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your
One
body.
arm does the row while the other arm flies, and then you
I'm in love with
switch.
your body. I'm in love with your body.
Yeah, nice everyone.
I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby. Come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you.
3, 2, 1. Bicep curl to overhead press. Bicep curl to overhead press. You can add a squat into this for standing up.
Something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Again, trying to extend those arms fully overhead if you can. Yeah,
I got this feeling
really good.
inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city,
3,
off from
2,
my home.
1. You're one round down. We're coming back to marching arms or high knees.
Sunshine in my pocket, got
Marching arms or high knees.
that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it. So don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know.
Find a pace that feels slightly uncomfortable. Like it's pushing you, but it's sustainable.
When you dance, 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 feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing.
3, 2, 1. Figure eights. Figure eights.
Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way
Nice work, everyone. You're just about halfway.
nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Row, fly combo, or side lunge. Row and fly or side lunge. I have good news, you're over halfway. Doing great. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicep curl to overhead press with a squat if you need. We got one more round after this, and then you're done.
Keep my hands on myself. Pick out dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Yes, my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming
3,
out of left field?
2, 1.
I'm a rebel, just go kickstand.
One more round. Back to marching arms or high knees.
Feel it still.
Marching arms or high
I'm
knees.
a rebel, just go kickstand. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Got another mouth to feed. Leave it with the babies till mama call the grave digger. Gone with the fallen leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still.
Trying to keep your trunk steady.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it
5,
like it's
4,
1986 now.
3,
Be over
2,
feel it
1.
still.
Figure eights.
I don't walk on peace.
Figure eights with or without a squat.
Give in to that easy living. Goodbye to my
Got
hopes and
3 minutes left.
Stop flipping for my enemies. We could wait until the walls come down. It's time to give a little to the kids in the middle. Oh, till it falls, won't bother me.
Try to keep the torso upright here. Arms as straight as you're able to.
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Yeah, your lover's an abyss for my heart to eclipse now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966
3,
now.
2,
Might be over
one.
Feel it still.
Row and fly or side lunge. Row, fly, or side lunge.
Take a seat right over there.
You've got a minute and a half left. See if you can pick up the pace these last 90 seconds.
Just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive.
Finish
I
strong.
know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go. Oh, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
3,
I'm
2,
losing my
1.
mind
This
just a
is your
little.
last one, everyone.
So why
Bicep
don't you
curl
just
to
meet me
overhead
in
press
the middle?
with or without a
In the
squat.
middle, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Oh, take a step back for a minute into the kitchen. Floors are wet and taps are still running.
Last 30
dishes are
seconds.
broken. How did we get into this mess? Got so aggressive.
How many more reps can you get in?
We meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go. Oh, baby. Why
Here we
don't you
go.
just meet
5,
me in the middle?
4, 3,
I'm losing
2,
my mind
1,
just a little.
and relax.
So why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Nice work, everyone.
Looking at
Grab
you.
some water. Take a quick breather here, and then we'll do a cool down. Oh yes, and I missed a if I apologize ahead of time if I pronounce your name wrong, but is it Rosie for 51 reps for the burpees? Really really nice. We're pretty tricky, yeah. Yeah, the row fly things are probably they're more coordination based. Yeah, it's kind of more of like a brain game than anything else. Sneaking in some coordination for everybody. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Once you've had some water, we'll come back to a seated or standing grounded position. Let's take both arms. We'll reach up to the sky. Interlace the fingers if you can. Take an inhale, let everything shrug up. And then exhale, find an articulation down. I'm going to have you hang at the bottom. I want you to shake your head no. So shake your head from side to side. Good. And then coming back to the center. And I want you to nod your head yes. Up and down. And then coming back to the center, interlace the fingers again and articulate yourself back up. Okay, let's do one more like that. Inhale, let everything shrug up. And then exhale, roll down. Find a few breaths into the back of the ribs. Just let everything hang really heavy here. And then on your next exhale, slowly roll yourself back up. Good. We'll bring the arms down. Let's come back to some shoulder circle rolls. Just moving really slowly. Okay, and we'll let the shoulders relax. And if you tilt your head to the left, keeping the shoulders down. And then tilt your head to the right. Just do one more each way, tilting left. Noticing if you've got a tighter side. And then tilting right. And now I want you to tilt to whatever side felt harder for you. If you didn't know, that's okay. Just tilt to one side or the other, but hold it to your harder side. I'm gonna have you turn your nose, so your nose is pointing down at your armpit, but stay in that side bend. And then release, come back to the center. Find a couple more shoulder rolls. Okay. We'll find a still point. We'll close the eyes. Coming back into your low belly breath. And then just sensing into the whole back side of your body again. So sensing the back of your head, the back of your neck, how does the area in between your shoulder blades feel? How does your low back feel? Can you feel the undersides of your hips, of your legs, of your feet? Go ahead and think of one thing you're grateful for today. We'll take one more inhale, one more exhale, and we'll open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. Happy Tuesday. That's really funny. Yeah.